and Kate, and I'm going to show you how to make a delicious artisan ricotta in 7 easy steps. To start with, you need to gather your equipment, and you'll need a large pot, a spoon, a cheese thermometer if you have one. If you don't sweat it. I'll show you how to guess. You'll need a measuring cup, a bowl, and a strainer with some cheesecloth if you have it. If you don't, probably don't really need it. Okay. Next, you'll need to gather your ingredients. For this recipe, we need a gallon of milk. Of course, I usually use goat's milk, but you can use any milk at all as long as it's 2% or higher. Whole milk is the best. Some apple cider vinegar, about 3 tablespoons of butter if you're using a full gallon of milk, and a little pinch of baking soda. So the next step is we're going to pour our milk into our pot and heat it up to 190 degrees. If you don't have a cheese thermometer, just keep heating it till it's almost boiling, but not quite. Okay, when your milk gets to about 190 degrees, it'll be steamy and frothy, but not quite boiling. At that point, you're going to add your 1/4 cup of vinegar all at once. And you should see the milk curdle right away. Even though you'll see curds form right away, keep heating it a little bit more, maybe up to about 200 degrees, until you see a clear separation between the curds and the whey. As you can see here, it still looks like it's floating in hot milk, but as I continue heating it, that milk turns a little bit of a yellowish greenish color and gets clearer and clearer. And that's when you know you've gotten all of the curds that you can get. You want to have a really clear separation between your curds and your whey. So taking it up to about 200 degrees will get that for you. Once you feel like you've gotten all the curds you're going to get, which means that you can see a clear separation between the curds and the whey, you're going to strain your curds out into your cheesecloth lined strainer. Once you have all of the curds ladled into the strainer, you can lift up the cheesecloth if you have it and just let it drip for a few moments. You don't have to wring this out. It'll keep it nice and moist if you don't get it overly dry at this point. But let it drip until it just stops dripping on its own. Once it's done dripping, you can just put the warm curds right into your bowl that already has your butter in there. You don't need to melt the butter ahead of time because these curds are hot and they'll melt the butter just fine. If for some reason you don't have butter, you can skip this ingredient, but it sure does make it better. Okay, and then you're going to just melt that butter in, and then to keep our curds nice and fluffy, we're just going to take a pinch of baking soda and spread it in there, and then your ricotta is ready to go. And the last step is to eat and enjoy it. This ricotta will be the star of your meal. You can do other things with it too, like add some pesto or even turn it into a chocolate ricotta mousse. Delicious.